Greetings, each and everyone. Thank you so much for joining at the final part of our personality development masterclass, Unlocking Your Potential with the Law of Attraction. And if you have joined in the first and the second part, then congratulations. You have learned a lot of things from our serialpreneur who actually spoke about the first and second parts of the personality development master class. And in this sessions, you will learn law of attraction mastery, confidence building, positive mindset development, and personal growth strategies. And in case you have missed the first and the second part, make sure you have registered your email so we can send you the recordings of the first and the second part. And before we start, we would like to inform you that Let Us Talk It is a not-for-profit collaboration initiative. So we do also startup acceleration program, and we do knowledge sharing webinars, which happens every Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And everyone is welcome. You can be an attendee or you can be a guest speaker if you wish to impact the world with the knowledge and experience that you have in any form. So any topic that you think like the community can benefit from, you can definitely share it in our free knowledge sharing platform. So just let us know or let me know if you wish to be a guest speaker for that Wednesday webinars. And we do have youth webinars as well and workshops. And all of this are available in our previous sessions are available in our YouTube page. Let Us Talk It. And these are the associated brands who are committed to strengthening and empowering small and medium-sized businesses through a comprehensive network of support. And as you can see there, you can search them online or socials as well if you wish to connect. And if you happen to be to have met this food ecosystem already, make sure to try them. And also follow our social media pages, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn for further updates if you like the contents and if you wanted to connect with us and join in this initiative that we have in terms of giving back to the community to through a free knowledge sharing initiative. All right. So again, if you happen to have just joined today, you can share your email on chat so we can send you the updates and the previous recordings of the previews, two parts of the initiative. And so right now we are in the final part of our masterclass personality development, and still we have our guest speaker, which is Sirisha Adimatya, a serial entrepreneur, a founder of an award-winning startup, and a visionary personality development expert. And maybe we can start off with a little review. And if you have any questions from the past sessions, definitely will be appreciated before we move to the exact topic. And I'm handing over the mic to Sirisha.
Thank you, John. You need to make me the host so I can share the screen.
Yes. And
okay. All right. So tell me when you see.
Yes.
You can see me, hear me all right, and you can see the screen?
Yes.
That I'm here. All right. Thank you so much for joining once again. Believing in the power within yourselves and then taking control of your mind and bending the reality. So that's what the class is all about. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you become, right? I mean, I hope at least some of you have been able to take this seriously, take it into your daily life, and then hoping that you're able to practice some of it, right? So let's see what we have in store for today. So today, again, like last week, I want to keep it as interactive as possible. Not I don't want to make it a lecture kind of a session. I want you people to engage in the session, ask me questions, stop me wherever you have some thoughts to share, some questions to ask, anything that you want to recommend, share. I mean, you're welcome. Please feel free to stop me, deep dive, leave your comments. Already, if you want to start off before I begin with the agenda, you're all open. The floor is all yours. I would still have to do, with some part of recap from the last two sessions, maybe not everybody, is able to join. The past two sessions, I'd like to do a quick recap, not losing too much time, getting deeper into each of those topics. But then, I'll briefly run through those slides for both session 1 and session 2. And I have very few topics for session 3 for today. But then, you guys have some questions, thoughts that you want to talk. Maybe we can, focus on them. I do have some sessions, briefly for meditation for a couple of minutes. So we'll see how the session runs, and then we can do whatever we can in the best possible way. We'll have to stick to the time today. I mean, we have a mandate to finish the session at 6 sharp, 6 PST, or I think 10 EST your time. So let's see how fast we can go ahead with this. All right, I'm trying to do a quick recap, unless you want to stop me and share something, add something, share any of your experiences from the last two sessions. Please come forward. Floor is all yours. Okay, I take that as a no. Did somebody want to say something? John, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Shirisha. So basically, the last session, I think the affirmations was really useful. I felt like that's adding a lot of confidence in yourself. So yeah, that was my takeaway from last session.
Perfect. So then, let me skip through the slides fast, and then we can go to the last couple of slides where we're going to do a round of affirmations. We're going to do a round of healing prayer, and then we do one small session of visualization and meditation. Vidya, does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Right.
Not to
Anybody?
forget the Ho'oponopono. The
Can you,
Ho'oponopono.
Raj, you want us to spend time on Ho'oponopono?
Yeah, if that's all right.
Absolutely. I'm taking your suggestions. I'll run the session based on what you want me to do today. So yeah, let's go there then. Anybody else? Any recommendations? Anything that you want to specifically do in today's session? Want me to do in this session? All right. So quick run through on these slides. So we talked about the BB theory, broaden and build theory, where we are trying to say like focus on the best parts of the day, focus on the happy thoughts, happiness, anything that you need to do to keep yourselves happy, build the inventory of happiness, whether it's through meditation, a piece of music, a walk in the park, anything that you want to do, a lovely conversation with a friend, a cup of tea, maybe sitting out in the garden, right? I mean, anything that you would want to start your day with some of those positive thoughts and expand those thoughts, live in that moment, as much as you can in a particular day. That way you're trying to broaden those aspects or those brain centers which are actually giving you positive results, so that you can practice positivity and get some positivity in your life, and then that would ultimately result in getting you the results that you want, right? So that's the broaden and build theory we talked about. And then, we're also going to talk about the purpose and passion, bringing everything together. All the successful people, we talked about some of those examples where, people have been able to identify the passion, went behind it, made it the purpose, and then turn that into profession. And then, people like Serena Williams, people like Elon Musk, people like Bill Gates, all the successful people have been able to bring those purpose, passion, and profession together. And that, has given them immense results. Then you would become a person that you really want to be, not the person that the society or someone else wanted you to be. So it's really important to focus on that. 3 Ps, please don't forget, please practice this. And then we spoke about universal laws and laws of attraction. Universal laws, typically we said, like, there is one higher self, there are the laws which exist in the 5 elements of earth, which is all around us, listening to us. Its only job is to deliver whatever we ask for. And these laws do not differentiate between any person, fat or, rich or poor, fat or thin, tall or short. It doesn't differentiate. It's the same for you, same for me. it's the same, right? So those universal laws are important to understand, and then, believe in that higher self, and then let the process deliver, right? I mean, you make a wish, you trust in the process, you just, follow the process and believe in it, right? And then I gave you the example of a seed which you're planting in the ground, and you're waiting for the tree to grow. I mean, the seed to grow shoots and then turn into a plant and then become a wonderful tree. And you're never digging it open to see what's happening inside the ground. Instead, you're trusting the process. Similarly, you make a wish, you trust the process, remain in the end state. So those are the universal laws. And then I also said, there is a way to have a conversation with the universe. I mean, you usually do this during meditation, try to bring up yourself into those higher levels of consciousness, and then you try to have that conversation. Then, results are magical. And then, we also further talked about some other things as to what are the best times that you can talk to the universe. If it's not in the meditation, there are also other ways that you can do that. So that's about the universal laws and law of attraction in a nutshell. Again, whatever you think, you become. Whatever you feel, you attract. Whatever you believe or imagine, you become, right? I mean, feelings, thoughts, actions, and beliefs would make you. And then today is a result of your past thoughts or actions or feelings, whatever beliefs that you've been carrying for a period of time. That's what you've manifested into your lives. And that's the reality. And we all have to take the responsibility of having attracted these results into our lives, whether we like it or not today, right? So we talked a little bit about it. And then we said, like, how do you align your feelings, thoughts, actions, and beliefs in order to achieve a goal? If you can bring everything into one straight line, then you're accomplishing it. If you are like this, you have feelings, thoughts, and actions and beliefs scattered in different places, and you're not in one straight line, then obviously you're not accomplishing. And I also said, like, if you can do this, 50, 60% of the day where you're aligned with your feelings, thoughts, and actions, there are pretty high chances that you're tipping the scales and you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish. But you're, falling below that, right? Anything under 50%, anything under 40%, we're not able to accomplish because they're scattered. We are trying to add thoughts which are in direct opposition of what we're trying to accomplish, and that's not going to give us the result. So it's really important to keep everything in one straight line. And then we talked briefly about how we can build a shield around ourselves when we practice the mental muscles. Just like we have the physical activity to strengthen our physical body, we also have the mental faculties or mental muscles that we can activate through meditation, gratitude, affirmations, and all those things that we're talking about. So that's how you build a shield, and then you're trying to protect yourselves and then move towards the goals, right? So that's all about law of attraction. And we spoke about conscious and subconscious brain in the last part, where we said, like, conscious brain is at the surface level. It's a deciding brain. It's the ability, it has the ability to reason, think logically, make decisions. And then it works mostly when we are awake. When we are, fully awake, that's when the conscious brain is active, and that's at the surface level. Subconscious brain, is although conscious brain looks like the captain of the ship, subconscious brain is the one which is actually steering the course of the ship, because we are trying to capture everything around us from the society, from the environment, and then influencing the conscious brain. That's what the conscious brain is taking, everything around us, and then it's putting everything that's picked up from the outside world onto the subconscious brain. And subconscious brain tends to act. It has the feelings, it has the emotions, it has the ability to influence the decisions, and it collects this patterns, thoughts, and habits. So if we can work on the surface level, try to change our things, try to change the way we think and influence the conscious brain, or try to align the thoughts, feelings, and actions between both conscious and subconscious brains, that's when we'll try to do the real magic, and then we're trying to accomplish whatever we're trying to bring as an experience into our lives, right? So basically, we're trying to align both conscious and subconscious brains by understanding this technique, right? So we talked about it. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same thing. So that brings me to session 3. I'm going to talk briefly about few things, and then move further down into the meditations sessions a little bit about affirmations, meditations, the prayer, all those things, right? So I have one or two things that I'd like to speak before I go down the path of meditation. So in spite of trying to practice law of attraction sometimes, right? I mean, we have learned, for example, you're following this class and you've taken it seriously, you've all pepped up and you've decided to make some decisions in your lives. And then we said like, okay, I mean, this is what it is and this is what we're trying to do, whether it's a career, whether it's something to do with the relationship, it's money, it's something, whatever that we're trying to accomplish. Although we are practicing, the state of mind, like we were speaking in some of those previous sessions with the examples, the state of mind, sometimes the negativity, the fear keeps haunting us, right? Because we might have tried
Sirisha? All right. Just hold on for a short while. Maybe Sirisha encountered a network connectivity issue. Yes. She got disconnected. Okay. We'll just wait for a short moment. Thank you so much for being patient. If you have any questions, you can put it on chat actually, or you can raise your hand if you wanna ask in the middle. You're too afraid to interrupt. Too afraid to interrupt. Okay. Yeah, Sirisha is back. Yeah, you're muted. Yeah.
Am I speaking on mute all this time?
You were disconnected earlier.
So when did you guys lose me, John? Where
Uh
did you?
the part where it was it says let's uh I just forgot the slide part.
I can repeat myself. Tell me which slide was that?
Yeah, if you could share again. It's
Something went wrong.
yeah.
So which slide did you guys from which-
Something doesn't work for a long time.
Okay. Sorry about that. I think it's a technical problem on my side. So let me start again with this slide then. So so this is the start of the session 3. So I'm beginning to say that, even though all of us have decided to practice law of attraction, we have affirmed, we have a certain thought process around what we want to accomplish. We have a goal and we have a plan and we have a strategy. You guys can hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So in spite of doing everything, right? I mean, how does the state of mind look on a particular day for some of us, right? I mean, we have these sessions, in place We have the affirmations written down. We have everything that's that's worked out. I mean, that's really planned. But some part of the day, we still have this fear, worry, or anxiety. That's because probably we were trying to accomplish something for over a period of time. It could be something related to career. It could be something related to a relationship. It could be about kids. It could be about money. Anything that we're talking about. So maybe we have a fear, maybe we have a worry, maybe we have an anxiety, because 80% of our days, right? I mean, we either live in the past, repenting and thinking to ourselves that, okay, maybe we could have done it differently. Maybe we could have not started it, or maybe we would have done a separate thing or different thing, right? So that's repentance for something that has not gone well with something that we've been trying to accomplish, and that's frustrating us, annoying us, and it's like not allowing us to move further, and you don't want to repeat same kind of experience. So you're bringing that kind of repentance. And in some cases we have fear of the future, right? I mean, we have some kind of anxiety about the future. Something might go wrong if we repeat it, if it doesn't work like we want. We have wasted our effort, we would have wasted our money, we would have wasted our time, whatever. So we're really scared of repeating that thing and really trying for that, because of all of these limiting beliefs. So how do we control, right? How do we change our minds? How do we come out of that state of mind to keep our, course? I mean, to stay grounded on whatever we are trying to accomplish and to continue with what we want, with the law of attraction as a subject, with all the affirmations and everything in the place, right? So everyone has this. I mean, I have a goal, I have a vision, I have the vision board in front of me, but still, sometimes I have this negative thoughts. There is some kind of fear, there is some kind of anxiety. It can happen. We're all human. So what I'm trying to convey here is, when such a thing happens, every negative thought that comes to your mind, try to replace it with a positive thought, direct opposite positive thought, right? For example, somebody is trying to lose weight, then they're trying to question themselves, how can I lose weight? Maybe I'm eating too much, maybe I'm not doing this right, maybe I'm not exercising right? So that's a limiting belief. Then try to replace every one of those thoughts very carefully. Maybe we don't do it 100% of the day, but we can start with 20-30% of the day. Every negative thought can be replaced with a positive thought. And then every time those thoughts come to your mind, tell yourselves that one positive affirmative thought is millions and trillions of times more powerful than millions of negative thoughts. This really works for me, right? One positive affirmative thought is millions and trillions of times more effective, more powerful, more stronger, and making all the negative thoughts weaker and weaker, right? Negative thoughts are weak. They're literally making us weak. They're affecting ourselves. They're affecting our body. So we don't want them. So try to replace the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts every time they come. For example, you feel that you cannot do something, then take a deep breath and say, like, it's as easy as breathing. You can easily breathe, right? We all can easily breathe. Can we breathe? Say yes or no. We can breathe easily. It's as easy as breathing. So anything that you want to accomplish, it's so simple as breathing, right? So universe doesn't differentiate whether it's small or big. It is the same, right? Whether it's earning money, whether it's going after a career goal, whether it's improving a relationship, it's the same. So try to tell yourselves that it's as easy as breathing. And let me also give you one example. Somebody falls, we tend to get up and walk, right? If we fall, we're not sitting and feeling sad and thinking and praying, what's going to happen next. We fall, we get up and walk. Similarly, something doesn't work, we don't sit, we don't wait, we don't let another 3 months, 3 years, whatever number of days, weeks, or years pass by, but then we take action. Every single time we fall, we get up. We fall, we get up, and we try to focus. We bring back the focus on it, and then try to accomplish, right? So that's the thought that you'll have to change, because if you're trying to practice law of attraction, it is very, very normal. It's absolutely normal that you keep getting some of those negative thoughts, and it feels like we're moving out of the way and we're going out of the direction. So collect all the thoughts into a bag and then, wrap them around, throw them as far as you can, and then replace those thoughts with positive thoughts. And every time, tell yourselves that millions of negative thoughts are weaker, and one positive affirmative thought is much more positive than all the negative thoughts. You fall, you get up and walk. You just don't sit and wait. You just don't sit and think and feel sad about it. You get up and walk. You get up and walk, right? So this is a message I wanted to give, because a lot of people practice law of attraction, but then these negative thoughts keep disturbing everybody's mind. So I had to, I wanted to give you some example here. Any questions, thoughts here before I move to the next slide?
Sirisha?
Yeah, go ahead.
After you got disconnected, your slide sharing went off. You have to reshare your screen.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I mean, I think, it's bad weather here, John. So I think probably losing the internet connection.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's part of the reason, I guess. So tell me if you can see something on my screen.
Yes, now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have one more technique before we get into the meditation sessions. So this is 55 times 5. So this is, a manifestation technique with the affirmations. I wanted to introduce you, to this concept because, this being the last session, I want to give away something really, really beneficial to all of you so you can practice this. And, of course, I'm reachable. I mean, I leave my phone number and the email ID. So please feel free to reach out to me. But this is a fantastic technique. So let me explain what's 55 times 5. So this is, again, choosing one affirmation, any one thing that you really want to accomplish. It can be any goal, just one. Write that affirmation in the end state. We'll do one round of affirmation practice again in the following slides. So that one affirmation in the end state, write it 55 times a day, 5 times in a week. I'll repeat myself again. It's 55 times of one affirmation in an end state for 5 days in a week. Right now, you guys can ask me questions how to do this. I mean, I can clarify any thoughts that you might have. So let me explain the scientific reason behind it. I'm not putting any slides or anything, not imparting any information or knowledge without any proper scientific reasoning behind these slides, right? So why do we need to do 55 times? What's behind 55 times? So number one reason is that, when you repeat anything a number of times, your subconscious mind tends to pick up, right? We spoke about conscious and subconscious mind, and then the surface level, the conscious mind, which picks up everything around the environment. And if you're trying to feed it, by writing any one affirmation 55 times in a day, you're in sync with it. You cannot, the chances of you thinking negative about that particular thing that you're trying to accomplish in your life, it's pretty small. You will not think negative, right? At least the affirmations are very strong. They're very, very affirmative, and you're repeating a bunch of times, 55 times. Trust me, you have to give it that effort if you want to accomplish it, right? So 55 times and 5 times a week, right? 5 days a week, 55 times a day. It can be one sentence, one word, whatever you want. Don't write it too big so that, you'll struggle to write it 55 times because it's like, pretty long. So my recommendation is to keep the sentence crisp and short and small, and then you repeat it, right? So the psychological reason behind this, you tend to remember anything that you're repeating a bunch of times. So that's the reason. The spiritual reason for 5 and 55. 5 elements of earth. I hope we all agree for 5 elements of earth and 5 senses, right? So there is a very strong, spiritual significance for number 5, in the spiritual world. So that's why there is 55 times 5. So you guys can practice it. Write back to me, you want to talk to me, chat with me, I'll leave my contact, but tell me how this works in your lives. Try to use this affirmation. And I wanted to introduce this technique to all of you. So that's 55 times 5 technique, and then I think, I'll move to the next slide.
Do you can you share the examples as well, if you don't mind again?
Right. I mean, you want to accomplish something, Raj. Let's say, like, a simple example, like $100 bill. You want to attract it. You want to attract buying a bicycle, maybe something pretty simple. Take something very simple. Unless you have your specific goals. I mean, I'm just trying to give you an example of what I'm trying to tell you, right?
I'll tell you. My simple example is I'd like to. I am 160 pounds weight.
That's it. That's it. Fantastic.
That's it.
That's it. Write it 55 times. Five
Got
times. 5 times a day. 5
So
times.
that using the I am.
You are writing that in the end state, right? You're writing that in the end state, and then you're trying to see, right? I mean, see, I mean, psychologically and scientifically, Raj, I mean, if you're thinking about it, I mean, you're affirming and reaffirming to yourself so that it turns out to be some kind of belief in yourself, right? And then you're thinking, acting, and believing that, right? I mean, the logic behind this is like you're trying to believe, you're trying to inculcate this into your bones and your nerves. Every part of your body starts to believe that you are losing weight, or you're trying to, get closer to whatever number that you're trying to accomplish. But of course, you're trying to act on it. You're trying to execute things like your, any diet, any exercises that you're trying to do, you'll obviously have to follow those, right? You follow those, and then you do these affirmations, and then you're kind of sinking this feeling into yourself, and then you're trying to believe yourself that you're getting closer to the goal, right? So that's what it does. Does that make sense?
Yes, sorry, Sirisha. Yeah,
No
that
problem.
makes sense.
Any more questions here? Anybody wants to add anything? Anybody wants to ask me questions? Okay. All right, then. So let's move to the next slide. I want to talk about this. I think I did speak about this particular prayer in the last 2 sessions as well. I want us to spend some time before we do this again. This prayer is pretty powerful. I mean, there are hundreds of examples. A lot of people have been practicing this, and they have been seeing phenomenal results in whatever they're trying to accomplish. So this is not an affirmation, obviously. This is a healing prayer, right? Now let's try to clearly understand, what are we healing here? Does anybody have a clue from the last sessions? You can give me the answers if you have any thoughts here. What are we trying to heal here? Why are we trying to do this? Okay, I can explain this. So we are trying to accomplish something. We are not able to get that. We are not able to get to the finish line. We are frustrated. We are angry. We have so many different emotions around it. Basically, it's a shortcut. We have these 4 words, 4 magical words that we repeat. Which is like, sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. We're typically conveying to the universe that I am sorry for bringing this experience, whatever that has happened, whatever, situations that have made these kind of, results happen in my life. I mean, I am taking the complete responsibility for that. So I'm trying to apologize. I'm trying to ask for forgiveness for anything that I might have done to create this result in my life, this situation in my life, these emotions, whatever feelings, whatever thoughts, whatever emotions that we have around something that we are trying to heal or accomplish. That is what we are trying to, convey to the universe. And we are trying to heal those emotions, that rage, that anger, right? So that's what we're trying to, ask forgiveness for. That's the prayer, right? So again, this is a Hawaiian prayer which has been introduced by one of those saints, and then this has been giving magical healing results. A lot of people use it, whether they're spiritual or non-spiritual. Scientifically also this is proven and people are using it, right? So let me give you one example. Of late, there has been a study, a group of psychologists who practice this prayer, and some of spiritual healers have been invited to a prison, right? Where there are these people, right? I mean, criminals, they're criminals, literal criminals. They're shackled, they're sedated because people can't handle them if they're awake. They're literally considered dangerous for the society. I mean, they're using foul language and, they could attack. So that's how the situations around them have been built for whatever reason, for no fault of anybody. I mean, they are what they are. So these guys go to that prison, and how do they heal? I mean, how do they heal anybody in that situation, right? I mean, they're sedated, they're shackled, it's extremely sad. I mean, the kind of negative frequency, negative vibe that's around those kind of places. And these, spiritual people, spiritual gurus and people who have been practicing this prayer have done this for 30 days, 108 times a day, to completely heal them, to completely calm them down, calm the emotions. And it's turned out to be a success. And there's a study which has been published on this in Harvard Journal. So, that's how magical this prayer is, right? So I just wanted to give you the gist of it and tell you something about it. So I think we are getting to a stage where we can take some time to go through this prayer, Raj, and then we have, we'll spend few minutes on writing affirmations in the end state, and then we will meditate a little bit. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions, thoughts? I want to make this interactive. I want you guys to come forward, ask me questions, share your feelings or thoughts.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you. So I'd like you guys to think of anything that you specifically want to heal, any situation. Please take a few minutes. I want to play some healing music here. I'm playing some binaural beats, which is good for, calming the stress levels and healing any thoughts or emotions. So we'll do this for a couple of minutes, and I'll do the chanting again like I did last time. And and you guys can chant it within yourselves, or you want to follow me, you want to do it with me, I'll be more than happy. So can we take a few minutes? I want you to take a few minutes and think about anything that you want to specifically heal, and we can, do this together. I'm trying to play some music. Let me know if you can hear that.
No, we cannot hear the music, Sarisha.
Is it too loud, too low, John?
No. Yes. Yes. It's okay.
Can we go ahead and start the prayer? Can you hear my voice while the music is running? John, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can.
Have you guys thought about it? Can I go ahead?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So how is it? How did it go? Is it helping?
I think I have to do this more.
Yeah. I think, I did it 11 times. It's most effective when you increase it a number of times and at least give it about 10 to 15 minutes, in this state of mind, and then you chant it, with this kind of music. Then it's more effective, Raj. I agree. Anyone else? Thoughts, comments? Otherwise, I can move to the next slide. Okay. So let's try to do the affirmations. I think in the last session we did spend some time on this. Maybe we can rewrite the affirmations. We can discuss. You guys can ask me whatever the affirmations. The style of writing an affirmation, because I'm recommending that affirmations have to be written in the end state, not like we're making a wish and we're asking the universe for something, but then we're writing the affirmations and thanking the universe, right? The affirmation has to be in such a way that we're writing and thanking the universe for having accomplished that particular wish, right? So we're writing it in the end state and then doing a couple of repetitions of that affirmations. So do you guys want to take some time, or if you've already have it written down, those affirmations, and probably we can skip to the next slide and we can do a quick round of visualization meditation. I'll give you a few minutes to write it down. please prefix it with I am and write it in the end state. For example, I am thankful, for having done this, right? I am thankful for having accomplished this, right? So that's how you would write it. Anybody wants to share in the chat window, want to read it out? I'll be more than happy. If not, it's
Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead.
I do have one question. So besides having the I am aspect, right? Now I read somewhere that you don't say anything that's negative, right? So, like for example, I'm living a healthy life. So let's say if someone has migraines all the time, saying I'm healthy without any migraines, that the without migraines, right? I was told to believe that just saying I'm healthy should itself be good enough, and you should not talk about the negative aspect of your challenges. Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're not talking out, any particular negative phrase when we are writing these affirmations. I would say, I am cured with my migraine. I'm happy and thankful that I'm cured with my migraine. That's all. Simple. There's no negativity in that. Absolutely. We're not using any phrases or any negative words, which is again giving us that kind of resistance when we're trying to accomplish that. So, yeah, that's right. I would simply say, I'm thankful and happy that I'm cured of my migraine. One sentence. That's all. Okay, then let's do one round of quick visualization meditation then. I'm hoping that you might have written the affirmations. Even though you don't want to share it, it's totally fine. I want to play this music, this little piece of music again, and I will try to speak a little bit, not too much, but then, I can, I just want to keep you guys engaged with the end state of your visualization. So we spoke last time that, it's a window to our mind, and then we are trying to say that you visualize only the things that you want to experience, only the things that you want to accomplish in your life. That's visualization. And for meditation specifically, I said, one way to do this is to calm your mind down. And the other way to do this is if you can take your higher level of consciousness and focus on any one thing that you want to accomplish for 17 seconds in that meditative state where you're elevating yourself up to those higher conscious levels, and then you're remaining in that state for 17 seconds. I think that's magic. Let's see if we can accomplish that. I request you to please keep your eyes closed. Try to meditate on the end state of your visualization. Try to have a conversation with somebody like you've already accomplished. You can imagine the circumstances. I mean, how does it feel? How does it look? How does it, who are you talking? I mean, who's around you, right? These kind of things. You're trying to visualize with those kind of circumstances around you. I think that's more powerful. So let's try to do one round of visualization meditation here. We'll take a few minutes. Tell me when you can hear my music again, John. I'm trying to play this. Can you hear?
Yes. It's just breaking a little though.
How's that?
No, we cannot hear the music.
Nothing at all? No?
We can hear a little when you talk. There is now. Okay.
Please close your eyes and then try to visualize the end state of your goal. Try to visualize that. Try to literally feel it in the end state. Try to see the end result. Try to see how does it look? How does it feel? Are you with? Try to have a conversation in your mind with anybody, your family, your friends, like it's already accomplished. You're having a conversation with someone around you. You're telling them that you've already accomplished that particular goal that you're trying to accomplish. Try to smell, try to touch, try to feel the touch, feel what it feels like once that vision comes true. How does it feel like? Try to take the last couple of minutes to replay the scene like a movie clip in your mind where you're visualizing the end result. Feel it all through your body, feel it all through your nerves. Feel it like it's accomplished, like it's real, like it's done. You've done it. So, how does that feel? Does it feel good?
Yes. Yes, Sirisha, thank you.
Well, I really apologize for my bad internet connection. I think it's going on and off, because of which probably you didn't hear the music quite well, but I think I'll try to fix it for the upcoming ones. I think, yeah, so that brings me to the end of the session. Thank you everyone for taking this time and, coming forward and listening. Like I said, I'm here to, take this subject to as many people as I can, and I'm coaching on different aspects. So if you're interested, you guys feel free to, reach out to me. I'll leave my contact and email ID. But I think gratitude, once again, to give you a recap, it can move mountains. Saying thank you for every little thing and small thing or big thing in your lives, counting your blessings up until today, whatever, experiences that you have. I'm sure there'll be a million of them that you can thank the universe for. So just be thankful as much as you can, remain in that state of gratitude while you're trying to, practice this law of attraction. Few quick tips, try to spend as much time as you can when you're trying to practice this subject. I'm not saying don't socialize, but then, staying within yourselves, right? I mean, trying to listen to yourself. When you're practicing it, I mean, too much of chaos outside, clutter, I mean, it's not helping us. I mean, family and friends are great, but then when we're trying to literally go after, and if we have a priority and we have some targets for some instantaneous results, I think you'll have to try to spend time, you yourself, the universe, and the next circle is your family. Then comes the outer world. I mean, it's just a quick tip. Anybody who's trying to change anything in their lives, I mean, there is a level of desperation and you want instantaneous results. My recommendation, or anybody, in this path, would tell you to spend as much time as you can within yourselves, trying to focus on this, trying to, do this kind of meditation, trying to practice these laws. They will require time and focus. So when we're surrounded by too many people, we're really not getting into deeper selves, and then, we're losing time, right? So that's a quick tip. But once again, attitude of gratitude to all of you. I'm really, really thankful for coming for all the 3 sessions, taking your time. Sunday is pretty precious for all the families, for your kids, parents, everybody, and you're able to give me this time. I can't thank you enough. So I'm leaving my contact and phone number here. I am coaching. I'm coaching on several of these things. I do smaller meditation sessions. I do affirmation sessions. And then I do sessions specifically on limiting beliefs, and people get pretty good results out of those end-to-end law of attraction sessions. And on top of everything, obviously, parental guidance and coaching and entrepreneurial coaching. These are some of the things that I'm usually imparting a lot of lessons. So please feel free, either through Let's Talk It or directly to me. Thankful once again to all of you and to Let's Talk It team for facilitating this. Thank you. Let's go ahead and bend the reality. Let's, use these principles. I hope all of you can take these sessions positively, implement at least part of it, and try to get some results out of this, and, try to move closer to the goal. Leave me comments, send me your thoughts on this. My best wishes and prayers to all of you guys. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Surisha. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Raj.
Thank you so much, Sarisha. That is really mind refreshing. I hope everyone's mind is refreshed, and wherever you are, which part you are in the world joining. Thank you so much for your valuable time, especially on Sundays, as Sarisha mentioned. And don't forget again to if you like this content, you can follow socials. Let us talk it, and also you can connect with Sarisha on LinkedIn. With those informations that she has there. Flashing on the screen. Make sure to connect with her offline if you have further ideas. All right. So thank you so much for joining again, and we will just email you the follow up recording of this session in case you missed this wonderful session. So thank you so much, everyone, and keep safe as always.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Shirisha.
Thank you, Vidya.